Coming out with it, it's Brown. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Motion from the wideout. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Denson. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. This guy has the look of the next big play receiver at Clemson in the vein of T. Higgins or Mike Williams.
Or DeAndre Hopkins or Sammy Watkins. I mean, the list is pretty lengthy of guys that are big, explosive, fast, and they can really...
Snags it, and there's running room. Discards it with the stiff arm. And he'll be ridden out of bounds, but not before a good pickup on that one.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know, receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
The short hands, it's Brown. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. There's the pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Oftentimes, defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Denson. Pressure coming. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the first down. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Pulls it, fired complete. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Quarterback Keith knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option play.
Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. Taylor wants to throw it. Gets it out fast. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Picked off, what a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. Third and long, they dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
Motion from the wide receiver.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another day.
Snap it to the back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wesco open on the right side. He's got it. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Back to throw, it's Denson. He wants it all. Touchdown, Tigers. Breaks the ground right along the back of the end zone.
And we got something different, guys, here in the second quarter. We got points, right? No points in the first quarter. Both defenses had their footing. Now, offense finally strikes. Gets something going. Gets down here on the fringe, too, inside the 30. Capitalizes on it. Gets a touchdown. And we got our first score of the football game.
And right down the middle. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Now on the option. Keeps it on the option. Scoops it up. Still a live ball. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
It's so hard to force fumbles. And when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling. You're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender. But the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Taylor wants to throw. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The run inside. It's Johnson. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run.
Got a little grasp. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
They have some time here late in the half. Got his man on the outside. Pulled down for the tackle.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. Taylor wants to throw it. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
Dude, 2 drives, 2 INTs. I don't know who the backup quarterback is, but I might start thinking about doing something there. Goodness gracious, keep turning the football over. Can't do it. Can't put your defense in a bad spot time after time.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. They'll give it to him again. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Wide receiver going in motion. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Finds his man. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Taylor wants to throw. The screen, he's got wheels. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo. To the air on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
That is a cannon shot, and it's headed out of bounds. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Grabbed on the right side, that's Wesco. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Looking downfield, it's Denson. Fires to the middle. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. To the air on 1st down. The screen, he can go. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He'll take it himself. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Mississippi State calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, going to the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. About set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach.
Snags it down the right side. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? Defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, and they hit it, and this offense is humming.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him, got him on the ground too quick.
And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on second down. Taylor wants to throw it. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time, and an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be fourth down.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And it's his fourth interception of the game. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Taylor wants to throw. Here's a heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. And his 5th interception of the game. A miracle they haven't pulled him yet. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Clemson jumps to the line. Got it behind the line. It's Moore. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
And, man, that is a big missed opportunity for this defense. They need to get back in this football game. They needed to stop them on 3rd and long, and now this offense set up in a position to get more points, to build to their lead. That is so deflating for a defense.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run the option. Power football with the run. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. To the air, it's Denson. Under fire. He gets away. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
That's how you bail your offense out, David. In a goal-to-go situation, you're going backwards here a little bit, but you've got a quarterback that can take the game over with his legs. Great job scrambling for the touchdown.
I mean, it's uncanny. He's just got a knack, and it's so frustrating to play defenses against guys like this that just, I've got the right defense dialed up. I'm there to make a play for my team, but he's too good, and he makes a guy miss, and he takes it to the end zone. This guy is just an absolute headache.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run.
Number 81, set to kick off.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Evans. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's West. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Taylor wants to throw it. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Punts it out of the air. Breaks free, and he might be gone. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that fourth down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy's not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to sit. Caught, and he's got room. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive. And I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
It'll be 3rd and long. Taylor wants to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
A booming punt, and it's headed toward the sideline. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. The screen, and watch out. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Short completion on 1st down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left, and they can't make the connection.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they
hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Clemson is quick to the line. To the air, it's Denson. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it way down the field. All by himself down the middle. The 10. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Here comes the 2-point try. He'll set up to throw. He makes the grab for the 2. I don't know why you need to go for 2 there, but they do, and it's successful. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it in with a huge play, an 80-yard touchdown pass.
Number 81, set to kick off.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll start this drive going to the air. With the catch, it's Johnson. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback moving. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Snagged out of the air. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Mississippi State.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Taylor wants to throw it. And this is dropped and incomplete, and that's sort of a microcosm of how this game has gone, and time has run out. Not a lot of drama in this one as they just get punched in the face and lose by double figures.
Not a lot of drama, but there is a lot to fix. On offense, on defense, on special teams. This team, David, they've got a lot to figure out.
Yeah, but you know what, Jesse? The coaches are going to be in a great mood. The bus rides, the plane rides, those will all be real fun. Practice this week, it's going to be a blast.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.